Hey Taurus, welcome to your weekly forecast for February 17th through the 23rd. We're going to see what's happening the week ahead with this lovely deck here. And then we're going to pull an affirmation for you guys from this deck here. Okay, my darlings? We're going to see what is happening for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Without further ado, let's get right on to it. Okay, my darlings. So, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, what is happening in the week ahead? Your Monday, Tuesday, your Wednesday, Thursday, and your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Monday, Tuesday is grounding, and this came up for Capricorn in the Monday, Tuesday spot, and I believe it came up for Libra in the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday spot. So some of you may have those planetary placements, and this might be coming up as like a emphasis for you, or maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn since you guys have the same energy in the beginning of the week. But let's put all that aside and let's focus on the meaning of this card, Taurus. You're going to need to get grounded. So one of the reasons why I'm using an Oracle deck this week, is because the energies are very intense right now. And I find that when the energies are intense and a lot of people are clearing or a lot of people are at a crossroads, the Oracle cards can go into the deeper stuff and they can be a little bit more healing. And so Taurus, the fact that you have grounding coming up for your Monday, Tuesday tells me some of you may be in your feelings Monday, Tuesday. You may be feeling kind of emotional, or you may still be feeling some of that fear energy from the full moon in Leo that we had, because that full moon in Leo, it was pushing us to be seen. It was pushing us to get out there. It was pushing us to go and, go for our dreams or go for our life purpose. And so it was very, very difficult for a lot of people, because then all the fear comes up, all the negative ego comes up of all the reasons why we're too afraid to do it, or all the reasons why we think we can't. So you might still be feeling some of those fears, or you might just be going through clearing old feelings, clearing old experiences. And so Spirit is saying, look, Taurus, it's going to be okay. Try to be present, try to be in the here and now, try to come back into your body and be grounded. So maybe look up grounding rituals, grounding practices. For some people, it's very helpful for them to be barefoot, just kind of feeling sand or soil or grass beneath their feet, or even just in your own house or in your own apartment. Sometimes I will ground just like barefoot on the carpet or barefoot on the tile, because it's bringing you that sensation, right? That physical sensation that you can kind of pay attention to, and that will bring you back into your body. I've heard some people like to ground by washing dishes, because it helps them feel, again, barefoot, feeling the kitchen floor beneath their feet, feeling the water on their hands. Some people do meditations and visualize that they're anchoring their root chakra to like the center of the earth. There's all kinds of ways that you can do it. So maybe Google, or maybe even look up on YouTube grounding meditation. See what you find that resonates with you, okay? And maybe work on grounding, okay? Being in the physical body, being in the physical realm, being in the here and now. It's going to help you get some mental clarity. I think some of you have a really, really big decision to make in the coming weeks and months, and you're fearful about making it, and you're afraid of making the wrong decision. As long as you can get out of the fear energy, and you can get enough rest, and you can be in your body and be mindful, be present, you won't make the wrong decision. Because you'll have the clarity to do what needs to be done moving forward. Your next card here, Taurus, is Spiritual Service. And this card came up in the middle of the week, the same spot, for Sagittarius. Okay? And so some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you could have Sagittarius in your planetary placements. But this is a card that's saying, Taurus, a lot of you are realizing what you need to do next in your life. Some of you are feeling called to something very big. And so that might be why there's that fear, and why you're being asked to ground, is in which way you're wanting to be of spiritual service, or what you need to do, how you need to change. And that is causing some of you that fear that's, beginning of the week telling you to ground yourself. I want to clarify something about spiritual service, guys. Spiritual service comes in many, many different forms. It's not always going to be energy healers and Reiki healers and meditation teachers and tarot reading and crystals and incense. Yes, absolutely. That is one aspect of spiritual healing, but people connect spiritually in so many different ways. Your call for spiritual service could be through feeling guided to become a first responder, or feeling guided to become a teacher, or to become a comedian and, discuss issues that's going to bring about healing, or bring people together through humor, or writing, or, so many different ways in which people can be of spiritual service. It's a whole wide range. It's a whole wide spectrum. So when I say spiritual service, it doesn't necessarily mean, Taurus, that you're being called to, like go into the ministry, like go off and become a nun or become a priest, or, get into tarot or get into the metaphysical. It's ways in which you feel you're going to bring about healing and positive change. Taurus, some of you, I just got the feeling of like putting down a bottle. So maybe some of you have had some issues with substance. Maybe you've been self-medicating in some way, and maybe there was a time you were doing really good about it, and maybe like it's gotten the best of you again. And so some of you might be coming to terms with doing some kind of healing or detox, where you're cutting out alcohol, or you're cutting out cannabis, or some kind of, something you've been doing to self-medicate. But you're like, this time I'm going to do it once and for all. And this time I'm going to face all of the things that caused me to want to self-medicate. Because Taurus, not all of you, so don't get mad at me, not all of you, but some of you are self-medicating through some of you are self-medicating because you're feeling guilty about things, or you're feeling bad about things, like just things that happened in the past, or things that you wish you had done differently. It's like you're not wanting to face it, you're not wanting to look at it, and you're wanting to forget it. So for a lot of you, this spiritual service, I feel like, is coming with forgiving yourself for the past, realizing you did the best you knew how to do at the time. You did the best with the tools you had, the best with the tools your childhood gave you. And now you're going to be a better person, and you're making like this living amends. You're living your life in a better way. You're living your life in a higher vibrational way. And you're coming into this sense of service and away from the sense of ego. Okay, I'm feeling that vibe for some of you as well. This is a general reading, so the energies are going to apply in different ways for different ones of you. It's not going to be the same for every single person, and so I try to go over the different aspects or the different possibilities. Your next card, my darlings, is Soul Child. So this is very interesting because you are starting your reading and ending your reading the same as Capricorn, because you got their first card and their last card. And I've done several readings in between, and I've done a lot of shuffling. So it's very interesting how, you guys have the same energies, the same part of the week. It could be somewhere in your planetary placements, or maybe you really are, some of you, dealing with a Capricorn. But Soul Child is coming up, and this is basically realizing that you are worthy and you are deserving of love. And I feel something is happening, Taurus. I'm not trying to scare you, but I do feel like something is happening for some of you where someone is confronting you about a situation where they feel offended by you, or they feel hurt by you, and you might be kind of taken aback by it, like you didn't realize they felt that way, or you feel it was a miscommunication, or maybe you even feel like they're just seeing the situation different from what it is. And I feel that as you're trying to talk to them, and as you're trying to explain to them why things happened the way that they happened, you are beginning to realize, you're beginning to see, oh my goodness, like that's why I didn't see it, or that's why I made that decision, or that's why I had such a hard time letting this person in. And you're beginning to realize and see that you are a child of the universe, that you are a child of God, that you are worthy of love, that you are worthy and deserving of forgiveness, and you are worthy and deserving of like having somebody have your back, you know, support you as you're going through these changes, as you're going through the next steps moving forward. And you're realizing that you have been way too hard on yourself. Okay. And so the bubbles are jumping out at me, and bubbles for me have always been a symbol of joy, of happiness, of just kind of accepting your bliss. And the way we have these little rings here, it almost feels like a spiral, like this ascension, like going up. So I feel like you guys are elevating this week. I feel like you are elevating several kind of notches here, several kind of, you know, you're ascending spiritually, you're ascending energetically, you're coming into a higher vibration. Your vibration is elevating. And so I always say this, anytime you're going up a couple of levels of vibration or anytime you're clearing, you're going to be tired. So be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Go easy. Maybe try not to plan too many things for this week. And some of you might even feel like, man, I'm moving slower. I'm physically moving slower. It's taking me longer to get ready. It's taking me longer to finish things at work. You know, take this into consideration and give yourself a little extra time so that you're not scattered. Understand and know this is just a part of you moving into the new energy, okay? Moving into the new vibration, and just being more loving towards yourself, realizing that you're learning, you're doing the best that you can, and that's okay, my darlings. We're going to go ahead and see what's coming up here for your affirmation. As always, my darlings, I encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those are going to resonate with you more than others. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do. I've got a couple of spots left for the discounted 60-minute readings. I've got a few of those still available. If you want to click on the Calendly link and schedule that, and if you can't, or if there aren't any, there are other options too, other affordable options too, if you want to check that out. But we're going to see what your affirmation is for the week for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And your affirmation for the week, my darlings, is: relationships are assignments for optimal growth and healing. Okay, so again, this might be something that's going to help you to, if you're feeling bad about the way a relationship ended, or if you're feeling like, you know, and maybe you're feeling bad because you wish you had done something, or maybe the shoe is on the other foot and you're feeling bad because you're angry that you trusted someone you shouldn't have trusted, or you let somebody really kind of, you know, low vibrational in. Or you feel bad because somebody else is accusing you of being untrustworthy, of being low vibrational. But so this is saying, look, you need to understand that we go through relationships as a way so that we can grow, and so there's a reason why we can heal, right? There's a reason why that person was attracted to you and attracted you into their life, and vice versa. There's a reason why you were attracted to them and why you allowed them into your life. There was something that needed to be learned, okay, on both sides of it. So things happened as they were meant to happen for the growth and for the release, okay? And so you can be grateful, you can be in gratitude for what you learned from it, for the positive changes you'll be able to make in your life. And you can, you know, be in gratitude for the new energy that's coming in as you're raising into a higher vibration and as you're coming into a new level of healing. Again, when you watch your moon sign and rising sign, you might want to take the affirmation that's coming in for your moon sign and rising sign. Maybe you want to take them and, you know, put them all together and make one big long affirmation, or maybe you want to switch them up. I do encourage you to watch the channeled angel messages for February. It seems like you guys really might be in your feelings this week, so the channeled messages can be helpful. And relationship-wise, there's like relationship energy coming up here, so maybe watching the love readings might be helpful for you. Again, you can click on the links and watch those. Don't forget, guys, every single day I post a message. I do a card of the day, and then later on In the day, I do a fun little pick a card game. So if you want something on a daily basis, be sure to follow Amethyst Angellight on Instagram and Facebook and take part in that. I'm going to be posting something for the new moon on there in a couple of days, so be sure to keep an eye out for that as well. And real quick, I just want to say, because I know you guys are going to ask, you guys are always asking about my nails. Thank you. I'm glad that some of you appreciate nails as much as I do. Usually I can't tell you what it is because I don't know, because my nail tech will put something on. But I actually got this online and I took it to my nail tech and he applied it for me. But you can maybe even do it at home yourself if you wanted to, or you could take it to your nail salon and have somebody put it on for you. But I have a link in the description because a lot of you ask about the nails, or, oh, how'd you get that look? And I don't know what to tell you. But this particular thing, you can have it too if you're feeling that galaxy vibe. So that's linked in the description. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I am wishing you a fabulous week, my dears. Take care.